Hey, Chris again, and we're going to look at some interactive elements that are really cool in something called Creator Plus Studio already in D2L. I'm going to show you a few of those in action, and then we're going to look at editing them and creating them. So drop down fill in the blanks looks like this, where you can say, okay, dog is a noun and teacher is a verb. Check my answers. I got 0 out of 1. So this was an all or nothing, and I'll show you what it looks like if you wanted to have it change the score a different way. Try again if you want, and the student can do this as many times as they want. I could have them type in things, noun, indicate noun or verb, so I'm going to use noun for these two, and I'll use verb. Whoops, I'm going to spell this one wrong, and I'm going to use verb here. Check my answers. Again, I get 0 out of 1. That kind of upsets me because I really looks like it should be 2 out of 4. So before I show you the other types, I'm going to go back here and edit. And I'm going to change it so you get, rather than the default all or nothing, which I think is kind of cruel, we're going to go ahead and give you some other options here. So it was the second element here, not the drop down, it was the verb fill in the blanks one. I want to change that. I also want to show you how easy it is to change things in here compared to how it was a couple years ago. All or nothing, I'm going to say instead correct inputs. Insert. I can close this and save and close. Let's try it now and see what it gives me. So if the student's on the page now, so these are those quick feedbacks without going off to a quiz. It's right on the page and they can check their understanding as they go through it. So it was the second one I was looking at. Noun misspelled, verb, and noun. Check my answers. Now I got 3 out of 4. That's pretty cool, and I can see the one I got wrong, and I can go ahead and try again as many times as I want. Multi-select, I can say which ones are nouns. Check my answers. I got 4 out of 4 because it's even showing me I got it right for not selecting that and not selecting this, and there's true false ones as well. So right on your page you can go ahead and check your understanding. Really cool interactive elements. How do we do it? Edit HTML on any page you're working on. Remember, you can type anything you want at any time, but then we're going to add in these little cool Creator Plus elements. Okay, so let's add one right here. Okay, it was this practice elements. Insert practice, and we can have sequencing, sorting, true or false, fill in the blanks, drop down, fill in the blanks. I'm going to do this one. Test, drop down. Instructions for the students. They give you prompts even, which is kind of cool. Context of the practice, so try this now. And here's the tricky part with this option 1. I actually use blank 1 and blank 2, so I can say what are those blanks going to be. This dog is an example of a, and then I'm going to use 2 square brackets and call it blank 1. They use option 1. I think blank 1 works better. And I'm going to go and say Chase is an example of a 2 brackets blank 2. And then I'm going to say update the blanks, and I want to say what is the correct answer for blank 1. The correct answer is noun. And I need some incorrect answers so they don't just click the first thing they see. So the incorrect answers could be verb, and I could add another incorrect answer of flower, whatever you want. Verb, adjective. Okay. And I can go over here and see these are now showing up. This one's going to be dog is an example of, what are these? Chase is an example of, oh, I haven't done them yet. That's blank 2. Blank 2, the correct answer is verb. Incorrect answers noun. I'll just do 1 on that guy if I wanted to. I'm going to preview it. This is what the student would see. Dog is an example of a noun. Chase is an example of a verb. Check their answers. And I really like the, instead of the all or nothing, I like the correct inputs, and I can insert it. It's that easy. Now it's going to be in my page. When I save and close, that test drop down is going to show up there. The students now on that live page can do it as soon as they log in. There's my new one. Dog's an example of a verb. Chase an example of a noun. Check my answers. I get 0 to 2. Try again. Check my answers, 2 out of 2. Pretty cool.